What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Money Moves with K. I am K, and today we're going to talk about sneaky places to find owners that will beg you to buy their property. More specifically, we're talking about folks or landlords who do not want their property any longer, whether they're an absentee owner, which means they're out of state or out of the county or city, or they just simply want to retire. The list goes on as to reasons why owners do not want their property. That's not for you to figure out. What is important to you is how you can get a good deal, how you can scoop in and offer pretty much a lower than market offer and really pick up a good deal in property. So let's get started. The first place I want you to check out when you're looking for owners who don't want their property any longer and will beg you is eviction notices. Okay, so eviction list. Now, evictions typically take place as a civil matter. So the first place I wanted to direct you is the actual county clerk's office. Typically, that is for every county, and they deal with these matters of evictions. Okay, so this is the freeway, and I'm gonna tell you in just a second. Make sure you hang around, because if you find that this information is not plentiful, meaning you can't find a lot of information online for evictions, I will share with you a way that you can kind of go around that and still find some information on evictions. But here we're looking at Fulton County. Fulton County, Georgia, and all I do when I got here was click civil matters. Now, mind you, this is not just for Georgia, okay? This is for each and every county because evictions happen everywhere, all right? I just wanted to show you very quickly where you can find these types of places, okay? So once I got here, I just click this right here, landlord tenant. And it says click here for rental assistance, but it also outlines where you can click and find more information as far as their court proceedings of what happened with the eviction process, okay? So that's one way, that's the free way. The next way I wanted to show you with evictions as far as where to find them is PropStream. So I'll list my link below to PropStream, which will allow you to have a free trial and then you can kind of get started, but they do have a collection of data for you that outlines evictions along with a lot of other things. I started out wholesaling, as you already know, with real estate. We now own properties, but PropStream is just a good way to get your foot in the door and have all the data in one spot. It takes out a lot of the work that you have to do on the back end to try to find where these evictions are, okay? So still on evictions, I got one more way, evictionrecords.com. So evictionrecords.com is a third party, just like PropStream is a third party. So make sure you do your own due diligence on whether you want to use this platform or not. And the difference here is you do have to pay, right? So the first way I told you just by looking at court proceedings through the courts. But for this one, you do have to pay because it's a collection of data for you that houses all the evictions that have nationwide as well as state by state. Okay, so you can select a state and then figure out what are the evictions in that particular area. So let's point out, why are we even looking at evictions? How does that correlate to an owner not necessarily being satisfied with being a landlord? Well, not all landlords that go through an eviction process want to sell. That's a fact. Some of them, they know that's what comes with the job. However, a lot of folks don't want to deal with it anymore. Maybe that's their third, fourth, fifth, 10th eviction, and they're like, I'm done, okay? So that's a way for you to scoop in, contact the owner. I'll also link in the description a video that I did a couple years ago. It's still relevant now about how to contact these owners, whether you mail them a letter or whatever the case may be. Make sure you check out that video. I will link it in the description as well. But these owners are tired, okay? Maybe they're at retirement age. They want to say, I'm done with it. Get this property off my hands. Yes, you can have it for half the price, or maybe you can negotiate just a better deal. Plus, these properties are off the market, which is very phenomenal if you're trying to scoop in and get a deal and talk with the owner one-on-one. It's just a easier way to find landlords that might be at their wits' end with being a landlord, okay, or an owner of a property. Now, in the event that you can't find any of this information online and you're really struggling to find the free stuff, what you can do is check this out. This is the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, which allows you the right to some public records, right? It's public information. The court proceedings are public information, and it allows you to fill out a form and kind of go through that process to receive that information firsthand versus relying on a third party or even just trying to find it online. Okay, so it just makes the process a little easier and streamlined. But this too is a process. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so that's all under the eviction umbrella that I wanted to discuss with you. The next thing I wanted to mention is I want you to think outside of the box here and go to affordablehousing.com. Let's talk about it. What is affordablehousing.com? Affordablehousing.com houses, it's a website pretty much for Section 8. Tenants can look here, and also the owners of properties can look here too. Now, I'll preface this with saying that not all Section 8 owners or landlords who have a Section 8 home want to get rid of their property. That's not what I'm saying. This is a good gig for the most part. For right now, we can say that. This is a good opportunity for you to place your property up online, for tenants to use their Section 8 vouchers and to get in a property themselves, and you can get your check pretty consistently as a landlord each and every month. Now, whether the rules are changing slightly a little bit as of 2025, the time or the year of this recording. So my point with mentioning Section 8 is that a lot of these folks may not want to be landlords either. And the good thing about this is once you go to affordablehousing.com, you can check, and I just kind of randomly picked Montgomery, Alabama, just randomly throw it out there just to see. I just needed some properties to look at. Once you go on this website, you can see the actual address, right? So with that address, you can backwards plan and find the owner and contact the owner. And again, make sure you check out the video that I did of how to find these owners. And that's a good way, okay? A lot of Section 8 owners or landlords, they may not want the property any longer. That's where you come from. It's off market as well. Last but not least, I wanted to talk about property managers, okay? I'm still on Montgomery, Alabama, or still in Montgomery, Alabama, just to stick with the theme. I just talked about Montgomery. So what I did was I looked at property managers near Montgomery, Alabama. Now, when you contact these property managers, the key here is to offer something. Don't just say, hey, I'm coming to you and I want, give me. No, maybe offer a referral fee so they can say, okay, I have a person, he's 75 or she's 75, and they are ready to retire. They don't want the property anymore. And what do you think about this property? So that's a firsthand knowledge from a business or a person that you're going to network with and build a rapport with to get some of this information from these property managers. And of course, like I said, offer them a referral fee. I don't know what their referral fee will be. It just depends on you and them. But it is a nice way to kind of reward folks for taking their time to help you. All right. So that's a good idea as well. So we went over evictions. We also talked about Section 8 landlords. And lastly, we talked about property managers. Are all three good ways to find landlords that are like this. They're not all of them, but you will get fortunate with some of them to say, yes, please help me. All right. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so very much. In the comment section, just put landlord. It allows me to know that you made it this far in the video, and I truly do appreciate it. Until next time, guys, you stay blessed. Peace.